feet. I'm here with Portugal, the man of Bonnaroo 2013. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
Yeah, how's everybody feeling in this?
I woke up about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah?
And I hopped out to this heat and here
God,
I am.
I hope you're a morning person.
Well, I guess it's not really that. I fell asleep really early last night, so it's alright.
Give me a break, man. I went to bed at 5:30, got up at 8.
Yeah.
My daughter woke up.
Yeah?
I was like, all right.
Get
cool.
your daughter with you at Bonnaroo? Yeah, I've done that before.
It's kind of cool.
It's a different experience, though. It's a completely different experience.
Yeah, she hangs.
She's a good hanger.
Yeah. Evil Friends, this is a great record. Once again, you've done it again. Congratulations, I guess. That's where the...
Just another great record.
Another great record from Portugal the Man.
Thank you.
That's the tagline there. There's so many great things about this. To start off with, I guess the most impressive thing about everything you guys have done so far is you've made art accessible. You have some bands who say, you know, we're going to do some art pieces on record, and they're brilliant, but you know, you can't really put them into the pop charts or whatever. You know, can't put them on that level. But you guys have kind of figured out a way to do that. When you're going into something like that, saying we want to make something different, but we want to make it fun, and so people can sing along. I mean, is it even in your mind something like that?
I suppose so, somewhat. But really, I think to me, writing a good song, like finding the right structure and transitions, I feel like there's more art in that than throwing a bunch of pedals down and twisting some knobs.
Sure.
You know? I mean, that's just for the sake of art, in my opinion.
I guess what I'm getting at, though, I mean, you have bands that are just going to go, here's the verse and here's the chorus, and it's the same 3 chords we've heard a million times. You know, and there's a chorus that you can sing along to if you've heard twice, and it's boring.
Well, I think like either way, whether you're writing, you know, a crazy song with lots of, you know, we went and saw Kanye West the other day, and he had a lot of like layers and crazy like arrangement and all that stuff. Or you're gonna write an Oasis song. You can hear the difference between stuff that's thought out, thoughtful music, and music that's not thoughtful.
Yeah.
Like you're saying. I think that's the difference. Anybody could hear that.
Yeah, there's something I've noticed about like pop acts. I mean, since we've been in Atlantic, we kind of get mixed up in that stuff sometimes. Sure. And there's something about really honest pop music in general. Anyway, I mean, people like Britney Spears and Rihanna and Christina Aguilera and Lady Gaga, I mean, they really love that stuff. I mean, they really love it and they really live that.
Sure.
And it becomes very honest. This is a tangent. I mean, we're running off the rails.
I just find half of it disposable. Like I find a Rihanna song, and once again, you're like, okay, so Diamonds is popular and went to #1, but are we going to sing Diamonds in 20 years? I don't know that we will.
Probably not. We're going to be singing Evil Friends.
That's right.
I mean, there's so many tracks on this new album.
Bringing it back around. Well, I guess the hook is the really
media
impressive
training
part about what you've done, you know, with that, though. To take these flourishes and interesting textures and then throw the hook on it.
I appreciate
you know. And I don't know, is it like, so you guys work with Danger Mouse, is that something he brought? Because you guys had that before. Yeah. You've had hooks before, but I don't know if he kind of brings in a little bit more accessibility to the...
I love production. I love being able to go into a studio, record a song, like throw cello and violin and you know, put brass on things. It's so rad to build things up and make it as big as it can be, and then take it out live and just do whatever you want in that situation. With Brian, I think what he brought was more like a no. He brought no to everything.
Sure.
So now there's a no in the equation, and you have to live up to whatever the yes might be. And I think that was cool, man. I mean, he's a really great producer for that reason. It's not easy to tell somebody, I mean, yo, man, that's not good.
Right.
That is not as good as it can be.
Well, I guess that's why you work with producers. I mean, so you guys have had a different producer, every single time?
Yeah, we've self-produced quite a bit, and on the last album we worked with John Hill, who did Santi Gold. He's worked with MIA, and Rihanna, Adriana, and Kanye.
So what is it? You're trying to get something pulled out of you, like, you know, what Danger Mouse can do, or any of them. Are you trying to get something pulled out, or is it just like, I don't know? Do we trust? If we trust ourselves too much,
contrast in taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, that's what playing in a rock band is. It's collaboration.
Sure.
So I want to hear what John Hill's thoughts on it are, or Danger Mouse. I mean, that stuff happening is just really fun and cool for me to see where they would like to hear the band go. It's nice to have direction. I mean, anytime you're self-editing, like,
you
get into that thing, you're like, well...
You were going to self-produce it, and...
So I thought.
You thought? No, but I mean, that's a bit of trust, though. It's album number 7, right? Album number 7. You get to a point you're thinking, like, you know what, we could probably get through this.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I feel like I know what a good song is. I think. Or I thought, until we went to the studio with Brian, and Brian's like, no, man, that's not a good song.
Close, dude.
Well, shit. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I don't know.
Try it again.
But I mean, we kept 2 of the songs from those sessions.
Right. 2 of my favorite ones on the album, too.
Yeah, Sea of Air and Hip Hop Kids are from the El Paso sessions, which is where we had gone to record before we got the call from Danger Mouse. You know, we're gonna self-produce. We went out there.
So if any of those songs become big, you can just look at him and give him a big old finger.
Oh no.
We got
I sent him the song.
That was it.
That made that song way better, definitely. I didn't like it, and then Danger Mouse was like, no, it's good. And I was like, oh.
I feel like my opinion has changed. This is good.
Just because he likes it.
With all the different sounds on Evil Friends, which another thing, something you guys are kind of famous for, because it's not just one big sound. It seems like you have to have a really different mindset to write a different style of music every single time. Like most bands write in a box, you know, once they find their sound, that's their sound.
Yeah.
Nothing against that either, because you can make beautiful records. But you guys, for the different...
No, I got something against it.
Do you?
Kinda.
Well, I think there's bands that kind of have a sound. Take like the National. I think they have a sound.
Okay, yeah, they do that well.
And you kind of know what you're getting on National record. I'm against it. Yeah, Grizzly Bears are good. But for
fair enough. Whatever it is, I get it. I get it.
This is me as a producer saying, no, dude, you're wrong.
I feel so stupid again.
That's what I bring you here for. No, seriously, Evil Friends. That's one of the reasons why this record, like the other records, though, has so many great qualities to it, because you don't get one thing. It's like a radio station in a sense, you know.
Man, I think Bowie and the Beatles and the Stones. I mean, those are such great examples of artists that just like music. I mean, that's what I'm about. I like music. Period. I mean, it could be hip hop. There can be programming on the track. There could be drums on the track. It could be just keyboards. I don't care. Whatever makes the song the best it can be is cool. I mean, I'm a fan of pop music just as much as I'm a fan of Pantera, you know? That was my first concert.
Is that right?
That was my introduction to live music, was Pantera.
You said, I'm gonna do that.
I mean, I wish I could do that. It was probably more what I was thinking.
You bring up all those records and everything, and I know that's kind of been one of the talking points too, about looking towards some of those earlier bands for inspiration.
That's just what we like.
Right. But I guess it's when you go into a record, do you have to be looking for inspiration?
Well, John said something the other day, when we were hanging out, about like, if you're not going to compete with the greats, then who are you competing with? So you gotta...
This is just a band meeting.
No, that could go another way, though.
I walked out like,
guys,
hey,
we gotta compete
gather around.
with the greats. Just realize
you do the point to the camera and be like, I don't think I go the other way, though, because you could say, that is so good, I could never, why even be a band, because I can never write Give Me Shelter.
I feel that every day. But that's
what it's all about.
It's the challenge. It's a challenge.
No, it's so cool to be able to have this opportunity to go into the studio and record music. Like, why not try to write the best record you can every time? I mean, there's no going to the studio because end of record cycle and we got to start up touring again. That's not what it's about.
No,
Who
that
cares?
won't last.
Well,
I don't care.
I'm still stuck because it dawned on me. I said, "Give Me Shelter," and I heard "Got It All," and I went, "Wow, that's actually that works." I think you guys kind of pulled that off. I'm not blowing smoke your way either. It's like,
I appreciate
that did work.
I like that song, Got It All.
I got lost in your songs for just a moment. Wasn't even listening.
Well, that's very nice.
Seriously though, Evil Friends, it's great. It's great to see you guys back again.
Thank you.
As if you really ever leave. We don't
we
get
live
tired,
here.
so.
You know, when this band started, the whole point was, first of all, let's not be a rock band. Let's not be like the rock band.
Sure.
It was all about expression and like just go and play what we want to play. And we toured a ton. Like we did every tour we could do,
Yeah.
and we played every show we could take. And when we signed to Atlantic Records, I mean, that was 5 years of practice
Right.
and playing every single day. When we signed to Atlantic, we had played 1,000 shows. You know, like that was a serious point for the band where it really felt like, okay, maybe we can go on Conan O'Brien and perform and do that thing. I mean, before that point, I didn't really feel like that's what we were. We were just out playing
That's still the
music and
dream.
learning.
You get to be a musician, you're like, that's the dream.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why the band
as
feels
kids
fresh
growing up,
to
yeah,
me.
that's what you like to do that.
Oh, by the way, when we played Conan the first time, no way, we weren't ready. It sounded good, but I mean, I
It's so
remember.
hard to get into that anyway because you just walk out and like, here's your song, play the song.
Literally
It sounds
walk
gonna be
right out,
weird.
yeah. It's freezing.
It's
Yeah,
it's
it's
pretty
like-
weird. Plus Conan like comes over out of the shadows, like
He's always walking around
he
with
just
a guitar
walks
here,
like
so-
this.
Before my time.
Okay, he crept up. He shook my hand, and I looked up. I was like,
That's amazing
probably-
everything you do there. That's sort of
the thing. No, I couldn't even think to say anything. He was like, "That's a really nice guitar. What is that?" I was like, "Yes." And I handed it to him.
Yeah.
I said, "Yes."
yes.
Right after I said yes, I went, "I'm so nervous right now. I'm really sorry. Just take it. Just take the guitar."
I'm sure he's used to it. And it's
Yeah.
going to be happening again to you guys. See, turning it around again.
Maybe when you have your own.
I'll use
maybe
it to
you'll
my
take over the-
advantage.
Yeah,
It'll be like-
yeah. See, that's the fluffing. All right, guys. Thanks so
Whatever,
much.
kid.
Dropping by. Pleasure.
Thank you.
Evil Friends.
Thanks for having me.
2013.
All right.